What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Lakeside View here, aka Some Type of Way, aka I thought I said I'd stop doing aka names, aka Ho-Oh in real life. But we are back for another Savage Sunday. All right. So you know how this goes. I'm gonna go into Team Builder. I'm gonna figure out some stuff that I want to run. I don't really know yet. We're gonna do OU because every OU is Savage Sunday, or I said that backwards, but Savage Sunday is OU for right now. Just because I don't really like the stall invested lower tiers, because I mean, usually that's the kind of playstyle I am. I'm either balanced or stall with the occasional bulky O. But in OU, I feel the need to always run some type of balanced or hyper offense. So you already know what's good. Savage Sunday 3. Let's add some Pokemans. I kind of want to use some Pokemon that I haven't used in a while, like, at all. So, I mean, I kind of want to use, like, Megazard X or something crazy. Or maybe, like, Megalopunny. Megalopunny was my favorite Mega Pokemon for a while. And not because she's all, like, fake sexy bunny, but, like, because Megalopunny is ridiculous. Scrappy, 136, 135, like, huh? This thing literally hits whatever it wants. Like, and you have options. You can run priority, you don't have to. I mean, it's a really overall good balanced attack Pokemon. So, but I'm thinking I'm definitely going to go with uh with Zardex. I'll be going Zardex. So, I love you, Megalopunny. You're one of my favorites, but we will be going Charizard. And when we'll come back to the sets and the items. Charizard plus who's a good friend? Charizard needs a friend. Charizard doesn't like electric and water Pokemon. You need somebody who doesn't give a shit about electric or water Pokemon, and that'd be Ferrothorn. But I'm not gonna run a bulky Ferrothorn. I'm gonna run a choice band attacking Ferrothorn because it's Savage Sunday and I'm gonna do shit that doesn't make sense entirely, but still good team. Um, when you have Ferrothorn, you need something to catch fire. I mean, usually Heatran's the answer, but I feel like that's kind of broken to just rely on Heatran swaps. So, um, maybe some type of dragon, maybe a bulky Lottie with specs because I love it so much, or maybe Starmie Spadef ain't too bad. Throw an assault vest on Starmie, but then it can't recover. Hmm. Well, I guess you guys know the drill. I guess I'll just be pausing this and we'll be back as soon as I figure out some more of the team. So stay tuned. And we are back. And I'm just got done with the last few tweaks to this team. All right. First and foremost, this team is absolute garbage. So, with that said, please don't be mad at me if I lose, cause this team's bad. But I got a Charizard X, the standard DD3 attacks. I was thinking bulky roost, but again, I'm trying to do more hyper, less bulk. Um, I got a choice band of Ferrothorn, no speed investment at all, negative speed nature, Gyro Ball, Power Up, Explosion, and Knockoff. It's gonna be a good day for this Ferrothorn. He'll be claiming lives. And we got Haluka, or Halucha, however you say it. I'm running a Citrusberry Unburdened set with Substitute, Swords Dance, Flying Press, and Acrobatics. It's late games, clean up pretty much, or maybe mid game, wall breaker type action. I was going to go with High Jump Kick, but, you know, that move misses, and he would definitely fly and kill himself. I'm not trying to lose a Pokemon just because he wants to miss. Run a Choice Scarf Keldeo. Hydro for power, Scald when I don't need to miss, Secret Sword, and Hidden Power Bug in case people are running stuff like Celebi. Because nothing else on my team actually safely switches into like whatever Celebi's trying to do. If it's got T-Wave or whatever. Although that would help out Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn is a switch in the Celebi minus the HP Fire variants. And then we got Crawdon here, Life Orb, Adaptability, Dragon Dance, 3 attacks. And you're probably like, well, that's not really the best Crawdon set. I mean, you probably do better with Swords Dance and be late game cleanup or something. Or Lumberry if you're going to run Dragon Dance, I guess. But the reason I'm not worried about it is because I'm running this thing. I don't know what else to call it. It's normal Hoopa. I know, that's surprising, right? Normal Hoopa. Um, using only 2 stab, and then I'm going with the screens. Light screen and reflect. Max attack, max HP, and screens, stab. Why not? Only thing that this thing isn't gonna appreciate is pure dark types. But guess what? I got Keldeo and Haluka and even Ferrothorn and Charizard for that kind of crap. I'm not really worried about it. This thing is out here to set up screens and die, pretty much. And I don't really have an anti-lead or I don't have a lead at all, so I'm just going to look at whatever the opponents have and switch into that. But without further ado, let's Savage Sunday 3 OU. Let's get it in. See what we get. I'm a little higher in the ladder than I was last time, although I don't really ladder much because it's the ladder. There's crap all over the place. You get people who with good teams that play bad, people with weird teams that play good, so it doesn't even matter. And this guy, Magnetric is a problem for this team. Kinda. Sorry for yawning. Um, he's either gonna lead Lando or Heatran. In either case, it's looking like Keldeo is my best lead right now. He led Gengar. That's actually okay with me. Um, I don't know if a Scald will kill Gengar. I'm pretty sure it won't. Hydro Mist is probably the better move here. Just to try and take this thing out. But if he's like sashed or something, I guess it doesn't really matter. And he goes into his Latios. That's fine. Latios. That's incredibly fine, I guess. It's probably like HP Fire or something fucking weird. So I'm actually just gonna go into my Hoopa, who's especially, you got great special defenses to come and take a Draco, which means he cannot actually kill anymore. So what I'm actually gonna do is set up a light screen because his only switch into this is Gengar, kinda. But if I Shadow Ball, it's definitely not. Actually, he doesn't really have a switch in it. I could go for an attack, but then I'd be putting Hoopa's life at risk when I actually just want to get screens up. I can't believe he just did that. He really just Earthquake? That's actually crazy. This man's actually mad. Like, he just EQ'd. Like, I'm going into Charizard, and I'm going to Dragon Dance in normal form and then sweep through his team. Like, look at this shit. This man is crazy. This man is really crazy. Wow. I'm just going to Dragon Dance. I have nothing to lose with the Dragon Dance. At all. This is where Reflect probably would have been better. He's probably going to Stone Edge here. I'm actually going to save Zard because this guy's crazy. I'm going into my main man Ferrothorn. And he's probably Scarfed. What I am actually going to do is go for the Choice Bandit knockoff. Just whatever he wants to switch into is not going to appreciate it. It's probably going to be his own Ferrothorn. That's fine. Knock this man's item off. We're going back in. Actually, he's probably like a T-Wave Ferrothorn or something weird. So, the play is probably to just go Hoopa, sack it, or get up a Reflect. So, yeah, T-Wave. Figured. Let's see if I can get a Reflect up. He's probably going to try and set up rocks if he has them. Oh, he goes for the kill. That's incredibly fine. Now we're going to go back on the Zard. And we're actually just going to Mega Evolve and Flare Blitz on the off chance that Like, he stays in and he wants to die. He's probably gonna be like, he's got one or two thought processes right now. Okay, I should have just D-danced. Oh no, I shouldn't have. I'm gonna just mega and get off any kind of damage I can on this thing, cause he's for sure scarfed offense. So he's not switching in again on Charizard. That's for sure. And if I was him, I'd U-turn here. And if he's gonna U-turn him, I'm gonna just go back out to Ferrothorn. It's like he can get some Iron Barbs damage too while he's at it. I probably should have put rocks on this team. I might have to get rid of Hoopa, guys. I might have to go for something that gets rocks. I can do the similar job with screens and whatnot. I wonder if like Cliff Able gets screen. Yeah, yeah. I might use Cliff Able instead. He's obviously going for a fire move, and actually he might not. I'm gonna sacrifice Ferrothorn here, expect him to go for some fire move. That's fine. I very easily could have switched out, but there's really no need to. I am gonna go Keldeo now. And I'm gonna go for the extra powerful Secret Sword. Even though Hydro Pump probably would do more. I think Main Electric's more frail physically than he is specially, actually. So, Mega Matrix. Oh, they're the same, so it doesn't really matter. Um, but he does still have his, he stayed in. I guess I would too, huh? And this is the part where we go Crawdaunt. And we just Aqua Jet and kill this thing if he stays in. Which just doesn't really matter. I think this is right around the time where I wish I had a Lumberry. I guess I'll just Dragon Dance here. I really don't lose anything by it. Did he already? I don't think he got his hazards up already. I don't remember seeing rocks up. So, that's fine. I'm just gonna keep. I want him to kill this thing because, like, I want to go Haluka and sub. Which, that's fine too. I mean, this is pretty much a lost cause game, so I'm just gonna keep setting up. Well, that's fine. I am just gonna sub here. And it's looking like Haluka might actually just sweep through the rest of his team because he just did that. I'm gonna SD here. I can't believe that actually killed, so I'm actually just gonna sub again. Um, so I can get my Citrus Berry off and outspeed everything on his team. He does have two Intimidate Mons, which kind of sucks, but oh, he actually misses. So now what I'll do is I'll stay behind my sub and go for the Flying Press and kill this Ferrothorn. And the reason I stay behind my sub is last time I checked, sub isn't affected by the Intimidates and whatnot, I don't think. So I'm really not worried about it. And this game might have literally just turned around. Sucks that the Power Whip missed, but I actually don't care. So I'm just gonna Acro here because it's stronger than Flying Press. So he was Sashgar. I figured he was. That's fine. I don't care. Because aside from Latias, the rest of his Pokemon are in range to actually just be straight up killed. Yeah. I guess he's just gonna keep doing it. I could be real, and I could actually sub. Yeah, I was gonna say I could just sub on him if he's gonna keep doing that. Like, I don't see the point. If I would have had Latias in a lower HP range, then I would actually been fine. So I'm actually just gonna sub here. I guess he thinks Heatran can. Oh, he's got Magma Storm. That's interesting. That's actually very interesting. I'm actually just gonna Flying Press here. That does nothing. I can't believe that did nothing. Isn't it like weak? It's a fighting move. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I'm actually just gonna go to a switch high jump kick on that then, if that's the case. Um, I do carry earthquake on here, so I mean, it's not like we got completely swept. Like we did make a comeback there, but obviously this team's garbage, so I'm not really tripping on it like at all. Like a good game, dude, but like you almost lost to like the worst team I've ever built in my life. So what we're actually gonna do is, like I said, um, we're not gonna go with flying press because I did not know that. We're actually drain punches better and get some HP back. Um, who was it? Hoopa. I guess Hoopa can stay. I mean, sucks. I could go ahead and just put rocks on this thing. Yeah, instead of gyro ball, but no, or power whip. Do I need power whip's fine. Um, Hoopa. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'll leave the team the way it is. I just a better move for Haluka. Um, all right, start the series off 0-1. That's not bad. I'm not mad at all. This man's lead. I don't know. I hate teams that don't have leads, but even though I use one like that, I'm just gonna lead Crawdaunt because there's really no reason not to. You're gonna just Dragon Dance up. He's gonna set up his rocks, which is 110% fine, or spikes. One of the two. He's setting up something. I don't really care. So what I'm thinking here is after the D dance, he's gonna be scared, and we can knock. He'll probably whirlwind, which is like whatever. As long as he doesn't, he'll like I don't care. Like it's weird explaining how much I don't actually care, but I don't. Took him down to his 30. Yeah, he's gonna whirlwind. He's trying to get Zard out. He wants Zard to take unnecessary damage. I respect that play, and I don't care. He's got cuss tap, gets his spikes up. That's cool. You're probably sitting there like, man, you're bad. That team's horrible. It's weak to rocks. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is. So, why does that matter? Shouldn't. Kind of hard switching to Ferrothorn here, and then we're going to knock off, expecting the trap zone to come in and trap us. Or we could actually hard switch into nothing else, because this team gets blown back into the next dimension by a fucking trap zone. He's Mega Lottie. That's actually crazy. I wonder if he can touch us. I'm actually gonna knock off and see. Yeah, that does so much. Oh, he was spectacles. That's crazy. Let's just knock off again. I was like, yeah, do as much damage as we can to this thing, and we actually kill it with a crit. That's crazy. Bandit Ferrothorn coming through with the clutch, knock off. And this guy's probably like, he's probably got a lot of stuff to say about what just happened. He's probably like, WTF? And all this jazz and whatnot. I wish he would hurry up though, cause I'm kind of impatient today. I've got other series that I need to get recorded, so and I don't really care what he does. Indeed, I don't. It doesn't matter. He should just straight up attack. Earthquake for what? What's the point? So he's got Earthquake, Calm Mind, and something. How do I want to proceed? Looking like Hoopa might be the Pokemon of choice, and get up some screens and stuff, reflecting screens. Probably get up a reflect first, just because we're defensively more frail than we are, um, especially frail. Gengar. It's very interesting. I don't know why he sent that in. I mean, Psychic does more, so I'll just hit him with a Psychic then. Oh, okay. I thought Hoopa would have lived that, maybe. I guess not, because Hoopa's not that strong. We're actually gonna go Crawdon here. I mean, there's really nothing to lose by going Crawdon. We're just gonna knock, because nothing on his team wants to take a knock to the face. And Gengar is about to run train. That is awesome. I wonder if Haluka can take anything from Gengar. I feel like it can. I feel like it can. Yeah. It probably is going to hurt a lot, but I don't know. Maybe not. We will just SD here. I should have got up the screens. I wasn't thinking about, like, potential future threats in that situation. I was thinking more of, he crits, of course. All right, guys. That's another loss with his team. Well, whatever. Keep going. So, the next game. Taylor is leading with a Rotom Wash more than likely. Actually, just gonna straight up lead with the Zardex here. Because if he leads with something unfavorable, I can actually just SD in his face, or not SD, DD in his face. Okay, everyone is leading with the power today. That's crazy. We're gonna eat that up. And we're actually just gonna explode on anything that switches in because we need damage. Yeah, that thing's gone. All right, that's a huge. Oh, okay, it lives. It must be like defensive or something. I don't know. We're just gonna go Crawdon. I'm just gonna jet. He's actually gonna save it. I don't. I don't know if that was optimal. He's lefties, Rotom. We're gonna go Hoopa, and we're gonna get up a reflect. I guess not, because we're confused. Because he's running a scumbag Rotom Wash. That's amazing. But we are just gonna light screen here. Even though reflect was probably the better play. Thinking about it, reflect was definitely the better play. And I'm obviously playing like some kind of piece of crap right now. He's gonna U-turn. It's probably the most obvious U-turn I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, Hoopa doesn't do much for me, so. Oh, he's SDs. That's actually crazy. I think this man's actually trying to go for game. I'm just gonna Shadow Ball here. He's baton passing into Pinsir. This might actually be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And he's SDing more. And he just got blown back into the next dimension. Oh, not playing hoops. Huh? What do you mean? Huh? It's a regular fucking Hoopa. Like, I don't. Is he saying that? Oh, oh, okay. Ah, so he didn't think that shit would get. Is this thing scarfed? It like have to be, right? Is he trying to like stall out my screens? Hoopa doesn't live anything from anything else on his team. I'll just use another. Okay, and there's the confusion. He just wanted rocks up, which actually like that was really good play on his behalf. I probably should have just like not even fucked with him like that. Oh, we are just gonna shadow ball here, get off as much damage as we can on this thing. This thing's a threat. And shadow ball again. If I was him, I would definitely like attack. I wouldn't baton pass again. That scissor is not coming back in. Azumarill. Um, I don't know. I think we should definitely hit this man with the psychic. Do as much as we can. I guess he doesn't know that this is a normal Hoopa. So he just went for a power up punch on a regular ass Hoopa. I don't know what to say to that. I've never seen anyone do that before. We are gonna go crawl down and force the Aqua Jet tie to see if he goes for it or if he has it. And he lives actually, so I'm not in a good position right now. But I'm faster, so he is gonna lose the Suzumiru. That's great. And I'm just gonna jet again because it does kill Scissor. And I am just gonna jet. Actually, I'm gonna knock here because for some reason he's not running any speed in his Rotom. And we win the game because I wasn't taking it seriously and he's running some weird baton pass Scissor. Um, we're about 26 minutes in. Let's get one more, one final battle. Let's see. This guy again. Okay. We are actually going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to lead Ferrothorn. Or did we not lead the last time with Ferrothorn? I don't know, but we are just going to go for the extra safe knockoff. Gengar is going to be useless to him for the rest of the battle. He can Willow. That is 110% fine because the biggest threat on his team is gone. Or the one that could disrupt my team the most. And we're actually just going to knock again. Wow. This Heatran is a sub Heatran. I don't understand, but I do know that I'm going directly into Charizard right now. I'm expecting the Magma Storm. And I am actually going to Mega D-Dance here because that is the optimal play. Magma Storm isn't going to be doing a whole lot of anything to this. And I'm actually just going to... I want a Dragon Claw on the incoming Landorus because I feel like he's definitely coming in. Yeah. And he is packing Earth Power. That's very good to know. Um, for future purposes, I'm gonna go Crawdon here. I'm actually gonna Dragon Dance with Crawdon. I know that sounds really crazy, but I'm gonna Dragon Dance with Crawdon. And I'm gonna hit this Ferrothorn with one of the hardest hitting knockoffs you'll ever see in the game. So he's gonna T-Wave, which is another reason, like I said before, that I wish I was running Lumberry. I am gonna Jet here though. God damn, because I didn't really want those rocks up at all. So we're gonna Dragon Dance again because yeah, I was gonna say all he has is Power Whip, and we're actually gonna go in Haluka here, and we are going to um, substitute here, and then if he's gonna, we're gonna double sub, and then on the next sub, if I have to, that's when I'll SD. Because he has no answer for this. Even Landorus, if I can get behind the sub and +2, is going to take a hell of a lot from an SD. He's going to go Latias, which is also plenty fine for me. I am just going to SD here. That's fine too. Actually, that's not fine. We are getting outsped. This is not good. I'm for sure fucking switching in the Ferrothorn. And I'm going to boom. Um, because I have no reason not to boom. Even burnt boom is better than no boom. Even though knockoff's probably the better play. Knockoff is definitely the better play. But I'm just going to explode. And get rid of this Latios. And actually now I can go Keldeo here. And we can blow this Manectric back with a Hydro Pump. Hopefully it hits because I'm tired of moves missing. Wow, he ate that up. That is actually crazy. I was really expecting that thing to not live. We are going to um, reflect here. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Hoopa lives. And the rest of his threats are more defensive or like the things that threaten Haluka are physical, and that actually does a lot. That does a lot more than I expected it to. So I'm actually just gonna Shadow Ball here because it is gonna break his sub for sure. And we're actually just gonna keep spamming Shadow Ball because we want this Heat Train to take us out. Exactly. So Haluka's is gonna come in, and we're still too high on the. Um, we're just gonna sub here because I really do want to be faster than this Heat Train, guaranteed. And then we're just gonna start drain punching. That's actually fine. It doesn't. I just want it to be faster than Heat Train, so we're gonna drain punch here and gets a lot of our health back. That does a lot. Okay, so we can't beat this guy because he has a Heat Train, pretty much, which this team is weak against. Um, but I mean, it's whatever. 1-3 with a team that doesn't really make sense. And to prove that, I can make teams that aren't bad. Like here's a team I made. It's sand. It's whatever. I'll give you a quick bonus battle just to prove that I'm not that bad and that my team building skills aren't that bad. I just like to have fun because it's Sunday, where I try to make a ridiculous team and do well with it. I mean, that's how I see it at least. And this team actually kind of counter teams my team. His Terravolt Kieran Black does my team does not appreciate that at all. So I'm gonna lead my choice scarf, Landers here, just to scout who he wants to lead with. He's gonna go in the Cliff Fable and lead with his rocks. So that tells me one of two things. He's gonna either be predicting my flamethrower on the switch in, and get his rocks up. I don't actually have a defogger. My Latias is Specs, Psyshock, Healing Wish. I figured rocks weren't that big of a deal for this team. So I'm going to go directly into Excadrill here, and I'm going to just see what he's trying to do. Yeah, so he does go for his own rocks, but I don't think he's going to stay in because that really doesn't make sense. And I could actually predict um, his Slowbro and go for the Earthquake, because the only thing he would have would be Talonflame. I don't think he'd switch in a Talonflame on this. So I'm actually just going to... Um, I'm actually just going to Sword Dance here, see what he wants to do. So he does go into Slowbro, and I got two options here. If this is a Mega Slowbro, which I'm not sure it is because he's rocking Heracross, which will make this lefties, I can two-hit KO with Earthquake, bar the... bar a Scald Burn. I'm pretty sure my Excadrill can live, though. Unless this is a attack invested, which means I would be pretty much throwing away the game if I stayed in. When my best switch in would be Tyranitar here. Because I'm running a special Tyranitar. The problem with my Tyranitar is he has his Clefable. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to... I think it's too early in the game for me to leave Excadrill in. The 22% to a Assault Vested Tyranitar, which means it did way too much. Would have definitely killed Excadrill. And he's probably thinking I'm physical and that he can probably live a hit, and he might either go for the Scald again or switch into Clefable. Those are really his only two good plays. Okay. He didn't know I was special. The crit did matter, but it was negligible by 2 turns of sand. And he does have this Heracross here, which is kind of a problem. I don't really have anything that can eat Heracross besides Landorus. I'm going to go into Landorus, get off the Intimidate, and see what kind of Heracross this is. I'm assuming it's a SD Heracross. Okay. I mean, I can sack Landorus here to get off damage with the Stone Edge. Yeah. Good thing he went for the Rock Blast and missed. That does put him in 2-hit KO range of the Sand and the Stone Edge. And he actually misses the Rock Blast again. That's really unfortunate for this opponent. I do have an option here. I can keep Landorus. It does not outspeed a Scarfed Kieran Black, but it definitely applies a lot of pressure to Excadrill. and Talonflame. If that Talonflame isn't carrying Will-O-Wisp, so what we're actually gonna do is I have to sacrifice something, and I'm looking at his team, and I don't see what Clefable is capable of doing to this man's team. So Clefable is actually just gonna go ahead and be sacrificed here. I don't. There's nothing else I can really do about that. Um, what I can do now is even if he's max speed, Excadrill does still outspeed. So what I can do is just go Driller and just click Iron Head here. Um, unless he wants to save Heracross, there's really no reason for him to stay in. I haven't revealed my set, but I really should have just predicted the Talonflame to come in, and I should have Rock Slide. But I do have Tyranitar, and I will be setting the Sand back up. So obviously the Will-O-Wisp was obvious, which is why I really didn't want to stay in with Drill, because then that would force me to have the Healing Wish Latias with him to keep him alive. I am gonna go for the Ancient Power here because it does a hell of a lot, even if he roosts up. So he's gonna keep roosting. If he's gonna keep roosting, then I'm actually just gonna go into. I'm gonna go into Landers if he's gonna keep roosting. He's gonna try and roost on me, which is fine. I'm actually okay with that. And what I am gonna do is I'm thinking a lot here. I could knock here and remove items from any incoming Pokemon. Um, he can't really roost because he's at full, which wouldn't make sense. Which means he would switch in the Drill, and Drill doesn't. I don't challenge Drill, so I'm actually just gonna Stone Edge here, and that's a goodbye Talonflame. Um, leaves his Excadrill. If he's a Mode Breaker Drill, he's probably Scarfed. If he's Scarfed Mode Breaker Drill, his better play is probably the Iron Head here, so I am gonna go Slowbro. And he went Heracross. So Heracross is going to be claiming a. He's probably going to be claiming a kill here. And looking at my team, I think Tyranitar is the easy sacrifice. I get the Sand back up, and the turn of Sand should kill Heracross. I'm pretty sure if it doesn't, that's fine too. Yeah, I mean that doesn't make a difference. I'm actually just gonna go Landorus and you turn into Excadrill, who is probably gonna be able to finish off the rest of his team. So, um, yeah, Excadrill should be able to finish off the rest of his team. If I was him, I don't know what he has um for this Excadrill, but I am gonna actually just Sword Stance here, and he stays in. I hope he doesn't have Flamethrower. That's fine. I don't mind being knocked off my balloon because the SD just ensures that I can kill um pretty much everything else. Um, whatever he wants to switch into now is definitely gonna die. Um, this Karen Black is. I'm actually not gonna go for the Iron Head, even though it's stab, 2 times super effective. I am actually just gonna predict his own extra drill to come in. Um, that's not the better play. Ah, he went Heracross sacrifice. That's fine. I actually don't care, because if that is Scarf, Kirami is gonna have to lock himself into something. So I'm gonna predict him to go for the Iron Head, and I'm just gonna. Okay, so he does go for the Earthquake there, which is really weird, considering I do still have this Landorus here. Um, and he can't touch me, so I'm actually just gonna go for the Earthquake and get off damage on Kieran Black to see what kind of Kieran Black this is. So I'm actually gonna sacrifice Slowbro here to figure out if he's gonna be locked into a move or not. And he goes for the Ice Beam, and he is Life Orb. So what I can do here is if he's Life Orb, um, Landers plus Lottie actually just kind of win. Um, I could actually no, because he can actually crit Slowbro. I'm actually just gonna sacrifice Latias here. That's the overall better play. Hopefully he goes for the Fusion Bolt, which I do predict correctly. And actually, what I can do here is I can Healing Wish, um, Lando back up to full health, just to ensure the win. And that's actually gonna be game pretty much. There's nothing he can do about it. Intimidate is gonna make Excadrill um, overly frail, so I am free to just fire off the Earthquake and take out his Excadrill, who's actually not faster, which means this is game. The game. I forgot I was running a Jolly for some reason, so yeah. But as you can see, I do actually know how to play, and I do actually know how to team build to an extent. I do know what I don't like this team to run across, but I do know how to play against teams that threaten it as well. It's just I can't leave on a loss, so yeah, I had to show you guys a win before the end of the video. But anyways, if you enjoyed watching this video for some odd reason, I don't know why you would, you can leave a like on that like button. Let me know that this is a series that I should continue because I'm thinking about replacing Savage Sundays with What the Fuck Just Happened Wednesdays, and uh yeah, you're probably like, what the hell is that? It's a series that I have recorded sitting on my computer that I'm just gonna start uploading if this isn't the content that people are looking for. And but other than that, if you want to see more, subscribe, cause the support is support, guys. This is YouTube. People want to know that people like what they're uploading. So other than that, I don't have anything for you guys. So it's been real. Till next time. See you.